guys, another YouTube video. This video is gonna be a little bit personal, just to give you guys the background of kind of like where I came from. So that house you see is where I moved in 2010. I believe around March or April is when we came to America. My dad used to be that way. There's a little ocean where basically guys would push carts from one casino to another casino, because Atlantic City has a lot of casinos. So I'll show you. So that is a casino, that is a casino, and then that is a casino. So my dad would basically push people, the tourists, from one casino to other casino, and that's how he used to make money. Now, when I was in Bangladesh, I thought my dad did much, I don't know, like construction stuff. I thought he made way more money, so I didn't take school seriously. And as a result, I would skip school months after months after months, and never took it seriously. Then what happened was, one day I came and let me show you the room. So the third floor is where my mom and we used to stay, right? And then this is where another guy, one of our relatives, used to stay. Like his family wasn't here, only him, and my dad used to do the same work. So second floor, this was his room. And during that time, my dad couldn't afford, so one of the rooms that ended up becoming my room was one of a black dude who was a very nice guy, his room. So we were staying in one room, all of us. He was staying in one room, and then downstairs, or where the kitchen is, another guy. And then even our basement, or like the first floor, people were living in each of the room. So that's how we kind of like started. And there's only one bathroom and one kitchen, so it was shared with all those guys and then our family. Through all those, my dad never took welfare, never took food stamp, never took any of that. He pushed cart, and I really respected my dad, because during those time, as I saw one of the day, my mom was like rubbing Vicks vapor rub, whatever it's called, on his feet, because like it was so swollen from the winter. It was like a lot of snow happened, and he was still pushing the carts, and it was like super, I don't know. I saw that, and then I started to take my school seriously. Anyway, so basically, I don't know. I started to take it seriously. I started to work in Subway before I turned 16, under the table, and then when I turned 16, they were paying me on check. My minimum wage job was $7.25 was my salary per hour. And then I was working with the Bengali guy that was the owner, and he used to basically not only would pay extra for the overtime after 40 hours, we would get paid cash $7 instead of times and a half. So it was a lot difficult. And one day he made it, I was like, so in Subway, everyone, it was like Bengali owned, and all the other Bengali guys who were working there, only Bengali. He would only hire like Bengali guys that just came over, doesn't speak English. A lot of my friends still work there, by the way. So basically what this means is he would hire those guys, and they wouldn't necessarily fight against anything. And one day I was eating chips, because everyone ate there, and I was sitting. He was like, did your dad pay for it? And he was like cursing a couple things. And a couple things that he said about my dad in Bengali that really hurt my feelings. And I ended up walking out of that workplace, and I never went back. That was like my first job, and my first job that I quit. Anyway, after that, CVS, internships, airport work, all of that, took myself into community college, then regular university. Got my degree, and then of course, got my big boy job, saved up some money, and then ultimately found Ekko. So never, I don't know. I didn't want to. I'm not in a situation where I'm gonna make my dad pay for it, that kind of stuff. My objective, it was like to save some cash for my dad and give it to him as like I don't know. That was like one of my biggest goal. I don't know, man. Ekko really came in clutch. But anyway, I'm gonna actually give you guys a tour of the house, because one of my objectives is to buy a house, and then, because if I don't buy a house in Houston, mom and dad will not move there. This house does not have AC, it is hot. So I'm gonna actually give you guys a little tour of the house, okay? So there's my brother, so Istiak's son, and then one of my other nephews hanging out over there. So there's the trash. And then this is where my dad does all the, like blob vegetables, so we don't have to pay for it. And then obviously there's no washer and dryer, so they would like, wash them by hand and then hang dry it. And then, my dad used to do a lot more. This is where my dad's office is. Basically, I don't know. My dad used to buy these bike from guys that used to steal bikes from others, or I don't know how they would find it, and then we would buy it for like $10, $15. So so there's like a couple of guys that used to live in that room. There's like 3 rooms in the first floor that now and after all this work, it's now ours. So to give you guys the context, I have 12 brothers and sisters, and pretty much all of them are here now, and they all pretty much live in this house right now. So my 4 brothers and their wife and their kids live in basically one room for each of them. No AC, the ceiling's almost breaking down. So this is my nephew, this is Rizwan. This is my nephew also. This is Mutakir, his name is Mutakir. This is Rizwan, this is Istiak's son. So I'm gonna actually give you guys a little tour. I may not be able to give you guys a tour of all the rooms, but so this is room 1. It's locked, sorry. So if we go up, so this is my dad. He's sleeping. My sister. Okay, so this is like my room. See how like there's 2 beds. So that's right. It used to be 3 actually, just enough for us to sleep. This Ekko. So this right here fell down a couple times, and then that's the kitchen. So if you go up, this is one of the brothers' room. I'm trying not to show the thingy, but this room is locked. It's like literally smaller than this bathroom. There's another room. These are some of the pictures that I took. This is my niece. My niece. I used to do photography in high school. But yeah, I can't really show much because I don't want to like his brothers are there. But each of the rooms are basically one of the brother and their family stay there, and including their kids, them. So I don't know. I'm a little embarrassed. I was embarrassed to show Miss Ekko this house. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is because with Ekko, the last couple of years, all I've been doing was focusing on my athletes, focusing on building a team, building a culture. I kind of like forgot to take care of my family. My mom, they don't necessarily like, I asked my dad, like, do you need money? I can give you money. He said, no. So the only thing I can do is like potentially buy houses over there and close it out and be like, I bought this house from you guys. So then he's gonna feel guilty if he doesn't move down there. So that's why I'm either looking for a house to buy or rent. Because think of it this way, I rented a house for the Ekko boys that I paid $6,000, and my brother, and my parents live here without AC, without anything. It's hot as fuck. That house, the Ekko house, is quite literally $6,500 in rent. $6,500 for rent. I don't know. So I just want to. This is my nephew. I just want to give them some sort of housing, some sort of something, and I need to focus on them quite a bit. I'm just gonna openly say it. I love Ekko. I love everyone that helped Ekko get to a certain stage. However, every single one of the athletes, have got us to there. However, one of my goals now this year is going to be to help the family a little bit too. Additionally, I never had savings. Well, I had savings before Ekko. And I basically closed that account. I am going to reactivate my savings and I will try to move some cash for the savings for my sake, because as you guys may know, by the way, the debt that we had, the $2.2 million, it has now come down to less than $1 million, which is something I've been like stressing out for a long time. The sales have been relatively steady. We are spending more money on ads and everything else. But yeah, my objective was to kind of like show you guys a little bit kind of like the life, the house that I grew up in. I lived in this house for 10 to 12 years before I got moved out of this house to live in an apartment, then bought my own house, and now, Ekko. Alright, I'm going to stop yapping. I love you guys. You want to say peace, 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 Mama? Chachu? Say peace, peace, peace.
Peace, peace, peace.
Peace, peace, peace. I love you guys. Alright, I'm going to yap a little bit more because I forgot to add another little detail that's been bothering me quite a bit. My brothers that took care of me when they were, when I was in Bangladesh and everything, they recently came here about a year ago, right? They got their visa after like 17 years. And you know what they do? The hotel, they do the cleaning of the hotel or of one of these casinos. The other one, there's one called Borgata, and both of my brothers been doing that for the last year or so. And it sucks because I feel like I can't give my brothers a job while I have like so many employees at the warehouse, versus this guy's barely making, I don't know. Anyway, so just something that has been kind of making me sad. One of my brother, I am trying to see if I can move him down there September, October. He knows a little bit of English now, but you know what I mean. The thing is, I just want them to be with me and nearby. I want my parents to like live in a house that has air conditioning, little backyard that my dad can do gardening. So I don't know. I'm really hoping that I can buy a house with proper fucking air conditioning, man. I don't know. I'll stop yapping. Okay, I really gotta stop yapping. But peace, peace.